sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Bears going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Watching now, Barney.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, this is Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Bears are going to get a first. On the give, running right is Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run with Howard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down. That's Howard. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
All right, here we go.
They're going to try and throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 28. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be first down, Bears.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here's it now.
Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now a handoff looking right. Down to the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He can run for it, and he will. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll roll him out, throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. It's Russell. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 32 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fisher. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Again to Howard running left. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Prescott now looking, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rashad Perriman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And now running right through it. And some room to maneuver. And a great move again. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The tight end in motion right. Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Touchdown, Bears. Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are, the defense is...
Oh, Prescott stripped. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there. Yeah,
the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, it's Harris. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
In the defender, and now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loop.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Second down, 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is taken in at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, it's Howard. And he's got room. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they? That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. That one good for 10 yards. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears claw one back. Now a receiver in motion left. They're going to try and run. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is...